Hello my dear friends and welcome to my YouTube channel The Learning Vibe. So today I am here to present my next lead tutorial series and today we are going to discuss about the topic Poka Yoke implementation. Believe my dear friend, it is one of the most simple and most effective tool. So let us study about this lean tool properly. So before going into detail, let us understand the recap of this video. We are going to understand about the introduction of Poka Yoke, then what are different types and benefits of Poka Yoke, how we have to implement the Poka Yoke, what are different rules of Poka Yoke, and different examples and challenges of Poka Yoke. So let us start the video, guys. So first let us understand what is the motto of Poka Yoke. See, it is good to do it right first time. As we know that in lean manufacturing, RFT is also one of the important pointer, right? First time. But it is even better to not let the mistake happen in the first place. This is the actual objective of the Poka Yoke. It is found that when a mistake reaches the customer, it becomes a defect. So, Poka Yoke aims at preventing this defect by catching, correcting and eliminating the mistake at the point of source, at the point of first place itself. So it is said in the motto that it is better to avoid the mistakes in the first place itself. So let us go ahead. So let us first understand the introduction of Poka Yoke. What is actual Poka Yoke? Actually, Poka Yoke is a Japanese concept comprised of two Japanese words, Poka and Yoke. Poka means mistake and Yoke means to avoid. It means that we have to deliver a system, deliver a process which will avoid the mistake. So Poka Yoke is also known as mistake proofing or foolproofing for quality control process. It is a kind of technique, my dear friend, it is a very useful technique which is particularly being used in manufacturing sector to prevent the errors from occurring. It is also found that many designing process and equipment are designed in such a way that it is impossible to make the mistake by the equipment, so that there will be less chances of error, less chances of mistake in the process, and ultimately this Poka Yoke technique will help to improve the quality control process and reduce the kind of defects in the process. So this is the basic definition and basic concept of Poka Yoke. Next is what are different types of Poka Yoke. So basically there are three types of Poka Yoke. The first one is prevention Poka Yoke. This type of Poka Yoke will prevent the mistake from happening. Second is detection Poka Yoke. Detection Poka Yoke will detect the mistake once it happens. And third is warning Poka Yoke. Warning Poka Yoke will give the warning to the operator or the employees before any mistake will happen. So these are three basic kinds of Poka Yoke. We will study the examples of this Poka Yoke in the subsequent slides. So now let us understand the benefits of Poka Yoke. So basically there are numerous benefits of Poka Yoke. The first one is quality. Of course, if it is a foolproof process, if it is a mistake-proof process, it will lead to 100% quality, as well as it will improve the efficiency and the productivity of the process. It will improve the employees' morale, employees' satisfaction, that there will not be mistake in their process, so it will boost up the energy, boost up the confidence of the employee. Next is safety. As the factory will be putting many Poka Yokes in their workplace, so it will prevent the workers from entering the unsafe situation. Next is reducing waste. As we know that many times the waste will be generated because of all these mistakes and all these errors. So if we will eliminate the errors and the mistake in the process, so ultimately it will reduce the waste also. As well as it will require less training in the sense because workers won't need to look for many problems, so they have to spend less time for training of the workers. So these are the basic benefits and the very important benefits of Poka Yoke. Next, let us study how we have to implement the Poka Yoke. What is the implementation process of Poka Yoke? So the first step is we have to create the flowchart of the process and identifies where the human error may occur. First, we have to look for what is our process flow, and we have to identify the potential root causes of the error. Secondly, we have to identify the source, that is the root cause of each potential error. Why we have to go for YY analysis, why the particular error is being coming in the particular process. The next step is think of the way to make it impossible for each potential error to occur. We have to go through the brainstorming session and we have to analyze, we have to understand, we have to simplify the things, and we have to think in a direction how we can eliminate the error in the process and make it impossible to occur in the future. Next is if we can't make it impossible, then at least we will try to identify the ways to defect or to detect the error. At least if we can't eliminate the error, we have to find a way to make it detectable so that at least we can take some corrective action on it. And the last step include choose the best mistake proofing method or device for each error. Once the error is identified, its root cause is identified, then we have to implement some of the effective methods and devices to eliminate that error from the process. So this is the basic steps and very simple and important steps for implementing the Poka Yoke in your workplace. Hope you understand this all. Now we are going to study what are the Poka Yoke rules. Basically, it is found that there are 5 simple rules of Poka Yoke. When we are implementing Poka Yoke or when we are designing the Poka Yoke, we have to keep certain things in our mind. For example, the first rule of Poka Yoke is simpler is better. It means that whatever equipment we are designing or whatever changes we are doing, it should be very simple so that it will be easily accessible and easily adaptable to everyone in the workplace. Second, don't make them optional. Whatever Poka Yoke you are manufacturing or whatever Poka Yoke you are implementing or designing, it should have proper implementation stage and it should have proper resulting system. It should not like a result should not be based on the optional basis. It should be proper accuracy result. Third, don't confuse was with mistake proofing. It should not happen like you have implemented the Poka Yoke, but the operators over there don't know how to use the Poka Yoke or how to handle the Poka Yoke device. And this is not the Poka Yoke. Once you implement the Poka Yoke, you should make sure that all the employees in the workplace should be aware of handling that kind of device and that kind of tools. Next is no decision making. It should not involve whether it is right or wrong. It should be corrective and instant action should be taken by the Poka Yoke system and Poka Yoke device. Try not to spend. Last is we should implement or we should design the Poka Yoke in such a way that it is a cost effective. We should not spend more money in defining, in designing, in implementing small and simple Poka Yokes. So these are the 5 basic principles of or 5 basic golden rules of Poka Yoke that one has to keep in their mind. Now, let us understand some of the examples of Poka Yoke. I hope you have seen this example in your real life also. So, first example is socket and plug. You all know that in the image itself you can see that if the socket size will be same, socket holes will be same, then it might be confusing where to insert the plug. So that what Poka Yoke they have done is they have changed the size of socket so that particular plug will go in the particular socket pin only. It is one of the simple and most effective Poka Yoke example. Next is our USB cables or our TV cables. So you will see the color coding system in there, so that proper blue cable will go in blue pin only, so that there will not be confusion or mixing of cables and the pins. Next is a simple day-to-day example that we see in our life is a normal grammar checker and spell checker in our all the apps and all the softwares. So it is also kind of profile here where if we do some mistake, the system will generate the message and let us know that here it is some of the mistake and we have to correct it. So it is a type of detection profile here. And the last example is of simple ATM card. If we will insert the ATM card in wrong direction or in wrong way, the machine will start blinking. The machine will start giving the warning to you that you have inserted the wrong ATM card in a wrong direction. So that we will come to know we have to insert a card in different way. So these are the simple Poka Yoke examples that we have seen in our day-to-day life. आप लोगों ने इससे भी ज़्यादा एग्जाम्पल्स अपने लाइफ में देखे होंगे, तो आप और पोका योक के एग्जाम्पल स्टडी कीजिए और कमेंट सेक्शन में शेयर कीजिए जो हम लोग डे टू डे लाइफ में यूज़ करते हैं. सो दिस आर आवर सिंपल एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ पोका योक. Now let us see what are the challenges to be faced by the Poka Yoke while implementing the Poka Yoke. The one important challenge is identifying the potential mistake and their causes. हम जो बोलते हैं कि रूट कॉज एनालाइज करना है, रूट कॉज निकालना है, वो बोलना जितना इजी है लेकिन उसको एक्शन में आइडेंटिफाई करना और उस लेवल तक स्टडी करना बहुत हार्ड है. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द इम्पॉर्टेंट चैलेंज और वेरी टफेस्ट चैलेंज फॉर Poka Yoke. The next challenge is designing and implementing effective Poka Yoke system and device so that it will be total foolproof in the system. Next is it can also be difficult to get employee buy-in and to ensure that system is being used correctly. We have to make it system friendly so that anyone and everyone in the company can use it. And the last challenge is how we can overcome with this challenge is with proper planning, proper implementation. We can have proper implementation of Poka Yoke. So to end up this video on the Poka Yoke, there is only one tagline. वो बोलते हैं ना, गलती से भी गलती ना हो. दिस इज द व्हाट द कंसेप्ट ऑफ पोका योक है. गलती से भी गलती नहीं होनी चाहिए. ऐसा सिस्टम, ऐसा डिवाइस, ऐसा सेटअप हमें तैयार करना है. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट पोका योक. सो दैट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे. होप यू लाइक द वीडियो. Till then, like, follow and subscribe my YouTube channel, The Learning Vibe, and I will see you in my next tutorial series. So that's all for today. Thank you.